The recruiters will give you the group name scenario, then silently observe each group's dynamic. They will be taking notes while carefully looking at the following aspects of your interaction, like time management. If nobody else does it, offer to time the task if everyone else agrees. Next, teamwork. Don't argue or contradict others, even if you don't like their ideas. Don't be aggressive. Rather try to understand everybody's points because useful suggestions might come up. Remember, the cabin crews have to work in a multinational team that changes from one flight to the other. The recruiters will follow your interaction with the others and have this aspect in mind. Don't get lost in details and try to make quick, smart decisions. Listen to others' opinion and be respectful even if you don't agree with them. It shows maturity and consideration on your side. Show motivation, enthusiasm, and involve yourself in completing the task. Your body language and posture are very important throughout the exercise. Be aware of your composure and avoid negative postures or nervous twitches. Don't forget to smile and be friendly. Also, pay attention to details. For example, address your team members by their names, or if some of the members are silent, politely draw them into the discussion. You will all be evaluated based on the criteria such as interaction with other members, active or passive involvement, initiative in taking charge of the situation or backing down, ability to remain calm, agreeing or disagreeing with the group members in a positive, constructive manner, listening skills, creativity, decision-making abilities, body language and gestures throughout the exercise. The most important thing to know at this stage of your interview is that the solution found for the given scenarios is absolutely irrelevant. It might happen that the scenario isn't even related to the aviation industry. However, that is not important because the skills and character traits recruiters are looking for will manifest anyway, irrespective of the scenario. The recruiters will be 100% focused on how you go about finding a solution. It is all about teamwork and communication with the others. Group members will be scored on individual contribution rather than the result of the team, so a candidate can still do very well in a team that fails to reach a solution. The ideal candidate will not lead nor follow without debate, will know how to level with all other participants and engage individual experiences and skills of all group members to find a solution, will suggest approaches or accept others' suggestions with calm and consideration, and will basically be an excellent team player throughout the exercise. Remember, this more than a game, and the most important thing to focus on is how you may bring your contribution to the team's success. To help you evaluate what your personality type is, you can ask yourself these questions based on previous experiences of group interactions. Am I a player or an observer? Am I a dominant personality? Should I contribute more? Should I adopt a more active role? Should I encourage others to contribute? It is not easy to fake who you are, and we are surely not telling you to do so. We are just advising you on what the recruiters are really looking for and have given you a few tips. It is now up to you to put it all in practice during the big day. Statistically, this is the part where most applicants fail, so make sure you prepare thoroughly. Here are some examples of the type of phrases you may use with your colleagues during the group name, no matter what the subject is. If everybody agrees, may I time the task? Or who would like to time the task? What do you think about it? Or what do you all think about this idea? Does everybody agree with his or her idea? I understand your point. However, would you be so kind and elaborate? Who would like to present the task to the recruiters at the end? Our team or my team, and I come to the conclusion. The free workbook contains a series of group names, games, scenarios with our detailed suggestions on how to deal with each one of them. Last up, we have your personal presentation. Your personal presentation is your 1 minute of fame. during which you will be asked to talk in front of the recruiters, sometimes even in front of the other candidates, about yourself and explain what do you think sets you apart from the other applicants and why should you be offered the job. We strongly encourage you to have a brief speech outlined in your mind to avoid wasting time to find your words or figure out what you could say to impress and convince. You need to be more concise, honest, and use simple but strong statements, yet without coming across as arrogant. Try to have the outline of what you wish to say very clear in your mind. We don't recommend learning it by heart because when emotions kick in, you could forget everything you memorized. Instead, draw the main characteristics you wish to point out. The I want to discover the world, meet new people, and learn about new cultures, or I am sociable and like to make new friends will be the statements you will hear most commonly. Although it is honest, this doesn't really set you apart from the other applicants now, does it? The recruiters are looking for determined candidates with a passion for service excellence. They look for character traits of naturally energetic, gorgeous, patient, considerate individuals that find great satisfaction in being of service to others. The presentation should include the following info: your name, age, relevant experience, skills that you acquired, and your motivation in applying for the job. Once you have the outline prepared, practice your presentation in front of the mirror. Although it might sound silly, you will be surprised by the things you notice when you see yourself the way others do. Your posture, body language, face expression, tone of voice, ability to be concise, it will all make a difference during your personal presentation and one-on-one discussion with the recruiters. Once you delivered your personal presentation, you will most likely be asked questions about your CV, such as why do you want to leave your current job if employed, or what makes you think you would be suitable for this position. Always answer in a positive manner and don't mention anything negative about your current or previous employers. Be aware of the skills and abilities required for the job and explain how you may bring your contribution to delivering the airline's promise. More examples of such questions and our suggestion on how to best answer them are also included in your free workbook.